Lovely, my friends. We're going to start at the back of your mat. Bring the big toes to touch and take the knees nice and wide. We're going to come to start in a child's pose. So start to walk the hands out in front of you. And then when you're ready, just soften your body between the legs. Forehead comes to the floor or a block, wherever feels good for you. And as we start to settle in, just already start thinking about opening the hips a little bit. So send your inhales into those tight pockets. You can have a little sway from side to side. Start to invite a little bit of movement in. Lovely. Then when you're ready, plant the hands. Tuck the chin to the chest. We're going to start to curve our way forward. Try and keep the knees a little bit wider than hips width apart. And you're just going to start to gently soften them forwards. You can lift the feet up if that feels good. And then when you're ready, start to push your way back to find that wide-legged child's pose again. You can come forward as much as you feel like. Good. And again, so waving through. Again, we're just starting to open up nice and gently, so you can lower all the way down into almost like a cobra or up dog if you fancy. And then when you're ready, pushing back, sit bones send back to the heels. Nice, one more time. Inhale, big curl through. Lovely, and this time we are going to lower down to cobra or upward dog and then start to soften your body all the way down. Nice, we're going to take the knees just as wide as you feel like you can. You can take the hands off the mat and then just have a little sway of the legs from side to side, almost knocking one foot down into the middle of the mat and then the other. You can bring your hands wherever feels good. Maybe you bring the forearms down, the elbows down in front. Good, just opening a little bit either side. Now it's now option to keep the legs here, heels up. If you want to extend the legs out long like normal, you absolutely can. Take the fingertips off the mat. We're going to take an inhale to rise, find a cobra pose, just opening the chest. And then exhale to lower down. Lovely, 2 more of these. Inhale to rise. Again, maybe the knees are wide and the feet are picked up. Exhale to fold. Lovely, last one. Inhale to rise it up. Have a little wiggle at the top and then exhale to fold it down. Good, this time we're going to inhale, push back through the knees, send the sit bones back and then start to walk your hands back so you come to sit all the way on the heels. Nice, we're going to keep the knees a little bit wider still than normal. Take an inhale to reach the arms up. Nice, then exhale, the right fingertips are going to come down. Start to reach over with the left hand. We're going to sway the hips off to the left. Good, you can almost sway them really off that outside foot if that feels nice. Lovely, when you're ready, as you exhale, we're going to swim everything forward to inhale and come up to open the other side. So swaying the hips off all the way to the right now as we reach over to the left. Nice, exhale as you swim it all forward. Bring the fingertips right in front of you and then start to walk the hands back. We're going to bring them right the way behind us this time. Fingertips face away from you, thumbs face towards you. Good, and then when you're ready, just see if you can lift the hips up any amount. It doesn't matter how much, we're just squeezing the glutes. Gently opening. Good, you can rotate the shoulders round back to one another as well if you like. And then exhale to bring them back down. Good, my friends. Start to walk the hands back out in front of you, finding a tabletop pose. Knees come underneath you this time. Lovely, we're going to take an inhale, raise the right leg back behind. And then as you exhale, drawing the knee through, we're going to step it on the outside of the right hand. Lovely, coming to find our lizard pose. So grab your blocks underneath you if you want a little bit of support. And then just have a little rock from side to side here. You can walk that right foot out just to allow for a little more space. You can even bring it onto the knife edge, turning the toes out a little bit if that feels good. Oh yeah. Nice, now bringing the left hand down to plant. We're just gonna bring the right hand to the inside of the right thigh and just start to gently press the leg away. You can soften into that left elbow. Good, keep wiggling if it feels nice. Lovely, then bringing the right hand and the left hand underneath you. Just bring the right foot back in a little bit. We're going to take an inhale now to find an up dog or cobra position with the chest. And then as you exhale, just soften the elbows. So we're waving the chest down towards the floor. Again, you can have your blocks underneath you. Lovely, 2 more times. Use your inhale to push up and rise. And then use your exhale to wave and soften down. Lovely, last one. Inhale to open. And then exhale to wave it down. This time we're gonna stay down as far as you feel good. Maybe the elbows come down. Maybe the forearms do. Maybe you stay on the hands. You decide. You can allow that right knee to flare out to the side still. Good, just work at using your exhales to open up those super tight areas. Lovely, then we're going to press ourselves back up into the hands. Ooh. Start to walk that right foot back in. Lovely, then we're turning ourselves to the left long edge of the mat. So we're picking the back foot up, so the knee is facing the long edge. Nice, and then start to walk the hands round. Left hand plants on the outside of the leg, right leg straightens, and then take an inhale, sweep open that right arm to find your modified side plank pose. Good, right toes are facing the long edge of the mat. Lovely, squeezing those glutes to send the hips forward. Oh yeah, you can even pick the right toes up to the sky if that feels a little bit nicer. Lovely, then as we exhale, we're gonna bring the right arm to pass the face again, and then just bring the hands underneath the shoulders, so directly underneath the shoulders. We're gonna tuck the left toe underneath, and then just have a little shift forwards and backwards, so sending the sit bones all the way back to that left heel. Nice, you can sway them a little bit further forward ahead of the left knee. Good, then when you send them back the next time, we're gonna stay down here, so you can reach the hands all the way forward if you want. You can come to forearms. Again, whatever feels good for you. Same with the right foot, so toes can stay facing the long edge of the mat with the sole of the foot down, or you can pick the toes up to the sky, whatever feels nice. Lovely, again, we're using our exhales to soften and sink in. Lovely, my friends, when you're ready, start to walk the hands in, bringing you back up onto that left knee. And then we're going to turn the right toes to the top of the mat. Start to bend into that right knee, walking the hands round to the inside of the right foot. Lovely, almost like a modified side angle pose. We're going to take an inhale and sweep the left hand up. Lovely, we're pressing the arm into the leg here and the leg into the arm to create that opening of that right knee. Again, lengthen the tailbone to the floor. So we're almost sandwiched between 2 walls. You can bring your block underneath this right hand always. Lovely, my friends, and then start to cartwheel yourself up on top of that left knee. You can untuck the toe if you want. Good, we're gonna bring the palms to heart center. Spread the right toes nice and wide, and then we're just gonna take little pulses into that right leg. So nice and gently just getting into the right hip. Make sure the knee is traveling over the middle of the toes. Ooh. Lovely. Oh yeah, I can really feel that. Anyone else? Lovely, then we're gonna straighten that bent leg. Bring the toes to face the long edge of the mat, open the arms out to the side, and then start to cartwheel over the long leg. So reaching the left hand up and over this time. Nice, start to bring yourself back up onto that knee. Toes face the long edge, bending into the leg. We're going to cartwheel round to the top of the mat, just pivoting on that back leg. Good, hands come to the inside of the foot and then raise the back knee. Just have a good shift forwards and backwards. Lovely, then from here we're going to step the left foot on the outside of the left hand. Have a little wiggle with the legs straight, and then when you're ready, lowering down to find your yogi squat. Good, maybe notice any sensations running down one side of the body. And then when you're ready, bring the fingertips to touch, or maybe even the palms. Press the elbows out into the legs. Good, lengthen that tailbone to the floor. Find a lovely opening in the hips. Hopefully a release in the lower back as well. Draw the shoulder blades down. And then fingertips come down. Start to send the sit bones up to the sky. Heel toe the feet into hips width apart and just soften over the legs. You can have a shift forwards and backwards, side to side, whatever feels nice. Lovely, and then bending the knees, start to roll yourself all the way up to stand, just allowing the head to come last. Big sweep up of the arms when you get there. And then as you exhale, folding straight over the legs, find that forward fold. Good, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, take 2 steps back, and then dropping the knees again. Nice, we'll take an inhale, raise the left leg this time. Lovely, as you exhale, we're going to step the left foot on the outside of the left hand, find lizard pose. Again, heel toe the foot out, bring it onto the knife edge, whatever feels yummy. Oh yeah. Have a wiggle and just working at sending the hips forward and down. Lovely, then when you're ready, right hand plants, and then we're gently just easing that left leg out to the side. Oh, very, very nice. Create that space. Lovely, my friend, left hand comes underneath you and then the right one does. Just walk the foot back in a little bit. Let's take our waves. Use an inhale to create some space, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, softening the chest, the stomach, the face down to the floor. Lovely, 2 more. And exhale. Nice, last one, undulate through the spine. And then exhale to come down, coming down into a little resting or position where you can spend a few breaths. Using your breath to move deeper. Lovely, start to press your weight back onto the hands again. Good, then we're rotating that back foot round, coming round to the right edge of the mat this time. Walk the hands round with you. Right hand comes to the outside of the leg. Left leg lengthens, and then big sweep open of the left arm to find your modified side plank. Good, squeeze the glutes to send the hips forward again. Left toes can face the long edge, or you can pick them up to the sky. Oh, so nice. Good, spiral that left hand back down, and then we're walking the fingertips underneath the shoulders again. Tuck the back toe underneath, and then have that little shift forwards and backwards. Lovely, when you're ready, keeping the sit bones back, send them back to the heel. And find a little place where you can rest, take a few breaths. Lovely, start to come back onto the hands and onto that right knee. Good, we're going to turn the left toes to face the top of the mat now, and then bending into that left knee, start to walk the hands round to the inside of the left foot. Good, can come to a block if you want a little bit of assistance, and then as we inhale, we're going to reach the right hand up to the sky. So again, press the arm into the leg and the leg into the arm. See if you can imagine sandwiching yourself like a piece of paper. Woo. Really nice, my friends. From here, plant that left foot and we're going to cartwheel ourselves up onto the right leg. Nice, hands come to heart center and then just start to pulse into that left knee. Again, keeping the knee driving through the middle of the toes. Ooh. Good, just being nice and gentle here. Lovely, then from here we're going to straighten that left leg, turn the toes to face the long edge of the mat, opening the arms out and then cartwheeling over the long leg. Reach the right hand up and overhead. Nice, remember to use your breath. When you're ready, coming back up to center, toes face the top. Start to bend into that left knee again, and then cartwheel yourself round that front foot, pivoting on the back leg. Nice, we're gonna bring the hands again to the inside of the left foot. Tuck the back toe underneath and then raise it off. Lovely, same again this time. Take a big step on the outside of the right foot. And then when you're ready, soften the sit bones down, find your malasana. And take a little wiggle from side to side if that feels nice. Good, and then finding a little bit of stillness. Lovely, we're going to reach the fingertips out in front, curving the spine, and then lower the sit bones down onto the mat. Good, we're going to lengthen both legs out long, and then we're going to hug the right leg, the right knee in towards the chest, and then take the foot over the top of the left leg. Think of drawing the foot round to the outer edge of the left hip. Option here to keep the left leg extended if you want, or alternatively you can sweep that one round to the outer edge of the hip as well and find a full Gomukhasana, cow face legs. It's up to you which version you do. Good, have a little sway on both sit bones, make sure they're equally grounded. Grab your blocks to prop you up. Option to stay here, my friends, if this is entirely enough. If you want a little bit of a forward fold, take an inhale at the top to puff up the chest. And then we're going to walk the hands forward, just slowly curling over the top of the legs. Good, again, you can come to rest your head on blocks or your arms. Going to be here for a few breaths. Compressing the hip flexors here whilst stretching and elongating the outside of the hip, the piriformis, the IT band. Good, so use big breaths out of the mouth to release and let go. Have a little wiggle when you need to. But just try and allow gravity to do its thing. Lovely. If you're in a fold, just start to walk your hands back towards your legs, bringing up your body. Ooh, and then bring the hands behind you, just rock back, and then we're just going to flip the legs in the air and come to the other side. So both legs are crossed over, or right leg is extended this time, drawing the left foot to the outer hip. Good, grab your blocks, your cushions, everything you need. Have a good wiggle around. And then staying sat up, or take an inhale to lengthen. And then as you exhale, walking the hands forward, folding the body forward and over the legs. You can probably notice the difference between either side. Just lean in. Use your breath to find a deeper space. No use staying where we've always been, otherwise we're never going to change. So use your breath to open up. And then choose to sink in, choose to lean in to something a little bit different. Lovely friends, if you're in a forward fold, just start to think about bringing yourself up, slowly walking the hands back in, bringing the body up, bring the hands behind you then, unintertwine the legs, just bring the soles of the feet to the floor and just have a little windshield wipe of the legs from either side. You can have a little hang on one side, maybe twist and lean the upper body the other way. Lovely, and then when you're ready, come to find a seat that feels good for you in the center of your mat. Ooh, all the sensations going on. Nice, take a big shoulder roll. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. Nice, one more, big shoulder roll up to the ears, inhale. And exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for joining me, friends. I hope you feel a little bit more open in the hips as you step off your mat. Hope to see you again very, very soon. From my heart to yours, namaste.